Hey everyone, my name is Sean Arnold, and hey, have you heard about Ratchet and Clank, the movie based on the video game? How can I sum up my thoughts on Ratchet and Clank, the movie based on the video game? Well, to put it lightly, I would just have to say this. I fell asleep not once but twice during this movie. Let me just share some of my history and experience with this franchise. Ratchet and Clank was a series of video games which debuted on the PlayStation 2 by Insomniac. I was always aware that these video games were well received and quite well reviewed, and I didn't really get to play any of them until the third one, which was, I believe, a Ratchet and Clank: A Crack in Time on the PlayStation 3. And I had a whole load of fun playing that game. I remember picking it up and thinking to myself, wow, this feels like the quality of a Pixar film, but in a video game form. And it really was an enjoyable playthrough. I really enjoyed my play through Ratchet Clank: A Crack in Time. The characters were animated, they were appealing, they were funny, they were creative. It was just a really good game to play. And so when I heard that Ratchet and Clank was going to be making the transition from video games to movie form, I was like, yeah, you know what, that could probably work. A lot of video game movies don't work out quite well, but that one could actually work. However, this movie was just so bland. Ratchet & Clank, a movie based on the video game, did not do anything really wrong, particularly, but it just didn't do anything really exciting, you know? Everything just felt so safe. First of all, I don't know what they did to the characters, but every single character seemed to lack depth to themselves. Even Ratchet. Ratchet was just your generic main hero who has the aspirations of being something bigger than he is, and doesn't know his background and whatnot, but really you don't get to explore any kind of deep side to him. And the same goes for kind of Clank. Clank has a huge history which gets touched upon in Ratchet and Clank: A Crack in Time, but both characters have a huge history behind them, which could have been really interesting to see in the movie. But none of it was touched upon here. They were really just two heroes who happened to cross paths, and now they're saving the world. And every single character in this movie was kind of just dull and boring. In fact, the character who had the most depth in this movie was Captain Quark. And Captain Quark is the comedy side character. He is a guy who thinks he's a hero, but really he's just a guy who gets lucky quite a lot. And he showed that he had the most depth than any other character in this movie. Other than that, the whole thing was just a boring chore. It was just uninteresting to watch. The action wasn't particularly exciting. It wasn't very creative. You would see hordes of enemies shooting at each other and no one really getting hurt, or everyone just kind of standing still, like not even trying to dodge bullets, they're just standing there with their guns out like pow 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 pew 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 pew. It was just so safe. It didn't take any risk whatsoever. It had a couple of funny little bits or funny little Easter eggs here and there, which anyone who's a fan of video games will get to see. I think I saw 2 of them, unless I fell asleep through any of the others. But really, the whole movie just kind of tanked for me. It just wasn't interesting. I knew it might not do too well when I saw that my local cinema only had 1 movie showing of it, and when I got into the cinema, there were only 4 other people in the cinema, and all of them were dudes. All of them were dudes, roughly between the age of 20 and 40, I want to say. So I guess that they were all guys who knew that they were a video game franchise beforehand, and they could come to see it. Yeah, Ratchet & Clank, just disappointing. Really disappointing. It felt like it would have done better if half the movie was cut out and it was made a lot shorter and was maybe put onto a TV program or made straight to DVD, or just made as like a half-an-hour video. Would have been much more fun rather than dragging it out for an hour and a half where nothing interesting really happening. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Ratchet & Clank the movie. A huge disappointment, unfortunately. And yeah, it's such a shame. It is just such a shame.